Hi guys, this is Dan. Welcome to Engelgeist. For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. And for those of you that support me over on Patreon, thank you so very much for your subscriptions. They mean the world to me. This is our first forecast for the month of June. So I just did the unboxing for these Archangel Power Tarot cards. You want to check out that video. I only walk through the major arcana cards and I talk a little bit about how the suits are separated out via the different archangels. It's a brief walkthrough because we're going to be working with the deck for the entirety of the month, so hopefully we'll see different cards throughout the month during the dailies. This is the Oracle deck that I chose to pair it with. Both are published by Hay House, but the reason why I don't normally do this when we switch over month to month, but the reason why I chose these is we've kind of got fire and ice, or fire and water going on. There felt like a nice balance between the artwork and these two different boxes. I have used this deck a little bit in pick-a-cards, but I'm not super familiar with it. I did do an unboxing on it, but I'm excited to see how these two pair. So I just wanted to show that to you guys because I was talking about it in the Archangel Power unboxing. So we're going to get started. This is a daily forecast for all signs. It's shared. Oh, sorry. Let me readjust my camera. Sorry, guys. I don't like Buddha's head being cut off. Hold on one second. This is for all signs. It is a daily forecast for everybody to enjoy or utilize in the best way that they know how. For those of you that are new to me, please check out the video description on YouTube. In there, it's going to give you some insight as to what I want you to think about as you're utilizing these videos, if at all. And also ways to support the channel. Please hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get notified when I go live. You can also book a private reading with me by sending any questions directly to me at the Facebook business page. Comments and questions on YouTube videos will get noticed in red. I may respond if I feel like a response is needed. If not, I will definitely like it, but I do read each and every comment or question. So feel free to leave those at the YouTube channel if you'd like. So let's get into these cards and see what we've got going on here. And this deck, too, I should mention, just in the daily forecast, was a gift from one of our viewers, Nikki. So I want to say thank you to her for that. She sent this to me off of my Amazon wish list, and I really appreciate it. So I'm excited to see what messages these cards have for us for the month of June as we go into like the beginnings of summer. All right, so we have the Four of Michael. So Michael, what I've learned, is represents as swords. The Four of Swords would indicate a time of peace. Doesn't surprise me that we're still seeing swords energy. We have Mercury in retrograde, so there's a lot of probably mental and communicative things going on for us. There could be some stuff that's a little bit wonky. Be mindful of that. To me, when I look at the Four of Swords, it indicates this space of pulling back, withdrawal, or at least that's what the Four of Swords traditionally means. When I look at this particular card in general, we see her like sort of tucked away in the forest, bringing ourselves back to a space of groundedness, a space of, we also have this gentle stream happening here, which to me would indicate the emotions, checking in with ourselves emotionally, kind of trying to find out where we're at and really honoring that, stabilizing that, giving sort of attention to that at a mental level. The attention that we're giving ideally with the Four of Swords or the Four of Michael would be that of love and compassion, kindness, rest even, meditation. And like when I'm talking about meditation, it doesn't have to be like formal meditation. It can just be us sort of reflecting upon things, thinking about things in a peaceful manner, or kind of contemplating things when we have the privacy and the peace to do so, right? Maintaining that. So this says here, insights will come from quiet meditation, the need for more sleep or time off, seek relief from stress. So I think that that's the opportunity that this card presents. Again, with this blue color, I said this in the unboxing because the card I pulled this morning during the unboxing was the 10 of Michael. There's a lot of air energy going on. There's some stuff going on with Mercury going retrograde. We are in Gemini season, so all of that would be all of this air energy that we're seeing. So I'm not surprised by it, but there's an opportunity here, especially with this Four of Michael, to kind of get clear on what it is we want. Remember, we saw that Ace of Swords underneath this from the Sunday reading, and that will be linked in the bottom left-hand corner at the end of this video. Check that out. It was a pretty powerful reading. There is, with the two aces and then the Magician, which was also air energy for this week, there is an opportunity for us to maybe shift course, begin anew, start afresh, that kind of a thing. If we're about to do that, or we're in the process of doing that, certainly this Four of Michael or this Four of Swords would indicate that opportunity to kind of get clear on what we need to know, how we need to be looking at situations, where we need to be looking at situations, in what way, and really getting some clarity, some rest, some perspective that should be beneficial to us. Connect with the world around you. And what I mean by the world around you, I'm thinking more nature oriented, because we have this her in this forest. So if we have an opportunity to get outside, out of doors, and do, like, say, a walking meditation or a walking reflection, where we're maybe having a conversation in our own mind and listening to our thoughts as we're connecting to the world around us, in a more sedate, natural way, could be very beneficial today. Here is our Energy Oracle card. Now, this is a deck that I'm not super familiar with, but I love this. This is Yin Yang. And to me, automatically, that represents balance, and kind of what we saw in the boxes of the blue and the red, right? The fire and the water. We have this sort of balance of light and dark, positive and negative, good and evil within each and every one of us, right? And so when I think about the yin yang, there's a balance in both. Both are kind of required of one another. It is card number 22, which is a master number. So to me, I feel like there could be some awareness, some balancing. We also see, to me, fours represent stability. So today, intellectually or mentally, if we give ourselves that rest, if we give ourselves that contemplation, we might be able to bring into balance through this yin-yang energy. We might be able to bring into balance some awarenesses of ourselves or situations or others that is highly beneficial, and offers us a little bit of a sense of freedom, right? From maybe things that have otherwise bothered us or not served us in some way, shape, or form, right? With this 22 number, to me, that's a master number. Whatever it is that we're working towards, ideally, we are getting to this place of higher intelligence, higher awareness, better balance, better perspective, all of that coming in to play here. So even taking a break, and remember yesterday we saw that card, the stone peace, and that would also be this Four of Michael card, right? That would be very indicative of the energy of peace that we were seeking and trying to ground in yesterday. If we've ideally found that peace for ourselves, now it's time to create that space for ourselves to bring us back into balance with the yin-yang and into acceptance of everything. Here is the grounding stone for the day. It is clarity. It is on marble, which is a very strong stone. So I would say from this space that we create for ourselves, from this rest, from this connection that we create for ourselves, we should obtain some semblance of clarity, or we should ground in that idea or that goal of finding that clarity today within ourselves mentally, that hopefully provides us with this balance of the yin yang, of the light and the dark. What I mean by that is like finding acceptance for ourselves, warts and all. And not being quite so critical, not necessarily picking ourselves apart or others apart, but like withdrawing and coming into a state of mental and thus emotional and even physical peace with ourselves and where we're at. Being very clear about that, setting that as your intentional goal or your conscious goal would be very important. Remember, the underpinning stone for this week is that idea of joy. So we're having some really beautiful kind of grounding stones this week. Joy, peace, and now clarity, that really speak to this idea of staying calm amidst maybe whatever storm could be going on with this Mercury retrograde, with the Saturn retrograde, with Pluto retrograde. And I think some of those are coming out of retrograde, but Mercury will stay for a little while. Enjoy this stuff, guys. Bring yourself into balance. Give yourself that break is kind of the message that I'm getting here. All right, that is your forecast for the day. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow and seeing what these decks have in store for us this month. Take care. Bye-bye.